If being a nice guy was the secret to winning hearts, then why do so many get left on red? Let's face it, being overly agreeable and bending over backwards isn't as charming as you think. You've heard it. You're such a great guy, but... Stings, right? Here's the truth. Niceness isn't the problem. It's how you're doing it. Stick around, because I'm spilling out why nice guys struggle and what actually makes you irresistible. So let's get started with number 1, the problem with nice guy behavior. Let's break down the most common misconception right away. Being nice doesn't automatically mean being attractive. But how can that be? I mean, after all, we've all heard that nice guys finish last, right? Well, here's the thing. The nice guy persona can sometimes come across as inauthentic. You see, a lot of nice guys are nice to a fault, and they fall into the trap of being too agreeable, overly accommodating, and, let's face it, a little boring. Imagine this scenario. You meet a girl, and then she's talking about her day, her hobbies, whatever. And then you, being the nice guy that you are, just agree with everything she says. Yeah, I totally love that too. Well, the thing is, she can tell that you're just going along with the flow because you want to make her happy, not because you have any strong opinions of your own. It's like talking to a wall. And here's the worst part. It's going to make the whole conversation feel shallow. And here's the kicker. Women aren't just looking for someone who's going to agree with them all the time. They want someone who can stand their ground and who's not afraid to express their own thoughts and ideas. Confidence doesn't come from agreeing with everything. It comes from having your own opinions and owning them. Number 2, confidence versus compliance. All right, now let's talk about the real secret sauce, confidence. Women are way more drawn to a guy who has a sense of purpose, who knows what he wants, and who isn't afraid to go after it. But there is a catch. This isn't about being cocky or overbearing. It's about being secure in who you are and what you believe in. Let's take Ryan Gosling as an example. The man is an actual heartthrob. And you know why? Because he's confident, but in a way that feels effortless. He's polite and kind, but there's also this quiet self-assurance that women find magnetic. He doesn't need to put on a front or pretend to be someone he's not. Ryan Gosling just is who he is, and women respect that. Now, let's flip the coin. The nice guy tends to be more compliant. He bends over backwards to please others, often at the expense of his own desires. And you know what that says? It says, I don't trust myself enough to stand firm. That's not the confidence anyone's looking for. What is attractive is a man who stands up for himself, his values, and his beliefs. So the next time that you're talking to someone, instead of just nodding along, try expressing your opinion, even if it's different. Confidence isn't about forcing your ideas on people. It's about being comfortable sharing them. Number 3, the importance of genuine kindness over transactional niceness. Now, let's talk about another usually misunderstood aspect of being a nice guy, kindness. Here's the thing. Women don't avoid nice guys because they're nice. They avoid guys who are nicely manipulative. There's a difference. The nice guy often behaves like he's being kind, but deep down it feels a little transactional. Picture this. You do something nice for someone, like buying them coffee or helping with a favor, but the entire time there's this unspoken expectation. I did something for you, and now you owe me something. That's not kindness. That's a favor with strings attached. And guess what? People can sense that. Women can definitely feel it. Real kindness doesn't expect anything in return. It is done simply for the sake of making someone's day a little better. Take Keanu Reeves, for example. This guy is known for his genuine kindness. He helps people out without making a big deal about it, and never expects any recognition. His kindness is authentic, not performative. And you know what? That's why people love him, both on screen and off. So if you are going to be kind, make sure that it's from a place of self-respect, not self-interest. Number 4, being assertive without being overbearing. Here's the next big one, assertiveness. There's a big difference between being assertive and being overbearing. Being assertive means you know what you want and you're willing to go for it, but without stepping on anyone's toes. Women love men who can take initiative and who aren't afraid to be direct about their intentions. But here's the thing. It's not just about telling her how you feel, it's about respecting her feelings in the process. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a great example of this. He is charismatic, assertive, and incredibly respectful. Whether he's interacting with fans or colleagues, he knows how to take charge while still maintaining a level of respect and humor. He's the kind of guy who can walk into a room and instantly capture attention. Not because he's loud or obnoxious, but because he's confident and knows how to lead. Now, don't get me wrong here, you don't have to be the loudest person in the room to be noticed. The key takeaway here is to be assertive with your intentions, to be clear about what you want, but to also keep the respect factor high. Number 5, cultivating depth and interests. Let's get real for a second. No one wants to be in a relationship with someone who has nothing going on outside of the relationship. That's just a fact. Women want to date men who are passionate, interesting, and have their own lives. When you're always available and constantly seeking approval, it can make you come across as, well, boring. Instead of focusing on how to win someone over, focus on cultivating your own interests. Dive deep into hobbies, explore new passions, and focus on growing your skills. Elon Musk, for example. He's a polarizing figure, but you can't deny that his passion for innovation and space exploration makes him one of the most interesting figures alive today. You don't have to invent a new industry, but cultivating a life that's fulfilling and interesting is key to attracting the right kind of attention. When you're genuinely excited about your own life, it is contagious. And number 6, respectful playfulness. Here's another little secret. Playfulness. Women love men who can keep things light and fun. But, and this is important, there's a line. There's a big difference between playful teasing and crossing boundaries. The key here is balance. Let's think of George Clooney. The man has this effortless charm that comes from being playful yet respectful. He knows how to tease, flirt, and banter, but he never crosses the line into being inappropriate. His interactions are dynamic and engaging because they're rooted in respect. So the next time that you're interacting with someone, don't be afraid to be a little playful. Tease her in a fun way, of course. Laugh at yourself and keep the mood light. It shows that you're comfortable in your own skin and that you don't take life too seriously. What to do instead? Okay, so now you're like, well, fine, I get it, but what should I be instead? Here's the twist. You don't need to become a jerk, a bad boy, or any of those other toxic stereotypes that might seem appealing in the short term, but never lead to genuine, lasting connections. What you do need to do is to embody something way more attractive. Authenticity, confidence, and self-assuredness. Women aren't looking for someone who mistreats them or plays manipulative games. They are drawn to men who know who they are and what they want and aren't afraid to stand firm in their values. Authenticity is key. It means showing up as yourself, quirks and all, without trying to mold yourself into what you think someone else wants. People can sense when you're putting on an act, and nothing kills attraction faster than insincerity. Confidence is about more than just walking with your head held high. It's about having a sense of purpose, pursuing your passions, and being secure in the knowledge that you're enough just as you are. And let's not forget about self-respect here. Respect yourself enough to set boundaries, to walk away from situations where you're undervalued, and to maintain your own identity, even in a relationship. Women want someone who's not just looking for a relationship to fill a void, but someone who's already fulfilled on their own. So forget trying to be the nice guy or the bad boy. Focus on being the real you, someone genuine, kind, and confident, and then watch how everything changes. Well, that's all from my side. Now you tell me, what's your next move? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to respond to every single one of you. Like and subscribe if you love old money elegance and understated fashion. And if you don't subscribe, well, it means I'll just have to wait another day to onboard you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.